Artist Exchange.
The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange.
The Artist Exchange.
The Artist Exchange Live.
The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange.
The Artist Exchange.
Starts now.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Still trying to figure stuff out around here. We got a new setup for those of you who can see us on YouTube. What happened?
Keep going.
Oh, okay. If you can see us on YouTube, we got a whole new setup. We got some new mics in the house. They're hanging from the ceiling. It's all dramatic. I like it. I love the spectacle. It's what's happening?
Yeah, right there.
Oh, me. Okay, so that. Hi. So yes, it's all, I like a bit of drama. For any of you guys who see me on the street from time to time.
Not on the streets. You don't like drama on the streets.
Not on the street.
Yeah.
But I definitely will look like drama from time to time. Some of the things I wear are a bit
dramatic.
Yeah.
So just jumping right into it, this is the first show of the season, like Miss Alma just stated, and I'm very excited. We have a lot to talk about today. We have comedian Aunt P, one of the co-hosts of the Pipeline Radio Show with Mecca and DJ Twiz. He'll be joining us today with some
laughs.
laughs.
I see you guys the other night at the Crown Awards.
Oh yeah. So they were in attendance also, and he'll be here. I met him when I did an interview on their show, actually the following week after the Crown Awards. So they are joining us, and I'm very excited. This is a new year, a new space, all that jazz. So definitely stay locked in. We have some great surprises. If you go to our page, you'll see our whole roster for this month. The only thing that will be changing is, well, not changing, adding is, we'll be doing a live reading of a play.
Yes.
With two Morganites, directed by a Morganite. And that'll be something that we do once a month. The last Saturday of every month, we'll be doing live play reading. So if you are an actor, or a writer, or even a director, you want to test your chops out, we want to bring you on to the Artist Exchange show and do what we do. We've done a couple of them already, and I love the idea. That was the original idea for this show.
Yes.
We were going to do live play readings, and sometimes the wind moves you in different ways.
You have to be flexible. Blessed are
Flexible.
They will not be bent.
Hashtag I am very flexible. So first of all, I have to give some shout outs. I have a lot of January birthdays in my family, and a couple friends.
A whole bunch of Capricorns and Aquariuses.
My cousin Amanda, her birthday is actually today. Amanda was my first friend. We are the same exact age, and we grew up together. She lived with us on and off, and for the most part of our childhood. So shout out to her today. It's her birthday. She's actually in Virginia right now with family. She has a family funeral. So right on your birthday, right? So, shout out to her. My grandmother's birthday is on the 11th. She passed away, but her birthday is still the best day of my year. My cousin's birthday is on, another cousin, her birthday, Jasmine, is on the 9th. My stepfather, his birthday was on the 5th. My aunt's, hers is later in the month, but shout out to them. Carlos Harris. You met his wife, Dr. Natasha Pratt Harris from Morgan. He does filming and video work. Awesome gentleman, great spirit.
My mommy's birthday is on the last Saturday of the month.
Oh wow, the 28th. That's my aunt Lucille's birthday. So.
Yes.
So we might have to bring her on. Maybe show her some love. She can come in for the play reading.
Yes,
Okay. She got to bring some videos out. Well, we'll bring her some cake because it is her birthday.
Right. I was gonna say. I can do that.
But we are very excited. A lot of conversations that we'll have. In the next segment, we'll talk more about Miss Kim Burrell. I'll start the conversation now. We got a couple minutes left in this segment. I am a Christian all day, every day. I am able to separate my faith from my flesh, the message from the messenger. Now, it's going to sound strange, me quote unquote representing who I am, but some of the things that she said in that video are valid points that need to be addressed, but they should not have been pointed at a specific population of people. There is an issue with molestation of children. Yes. There's an issue with people not feeling comfortable and living within a lie because they don't feel like they can be themselves in this world. Yes. Everything else was her flesh speaking, her personal opinions. And as a minister, and she is Minister Kim Burrell, I respect that, that anointing that she have over your life, over her life. But I don't care how anointed or how governed you are by the spirit of who your God is, you can still make mistakes.
Absolutely.
So the people who are standing beside her and still are fans of hers, I respect you, because you're not supposed to not be friends with somebody because you have a disagreement.
Amen.
But you, the person that is having the disagreement or is mincing their words, you need to stand up and say, I was wrong. Her follow-up, which wasn't an apology, her follow-up was piss poor in my opinion, because she did not apologize for offending anyone, but she just simply said, I was not speaking about the LGBTQ community. I was speaking about, I was speaking on the individuals at her church. And I agree. I do believe that that's what she was doing. I believe that she was speaking to people in her church, because that person who was filming her was in the front row.
Right.
And you saw the camera, so she was very comfortable. So this wasn't her first time addressing it. And her explanation.
She's also used to her congregation filming her.
Right. And that happens in church now.
Yeah,
That's a part of what it happens. People go live in their church buildings. Now, churches are now going live, like we're live right now on Facebook, if you didn't know, and YouTube. But it definitely took me to another place and listening to her, because she did not have any remorse. And I'm sorry, I don't play the man and woman role traditionally, but as a mother and the pastor of a church, everything that she said lacked compassion and love. So you can be harsh. And yes, we do have, and a third big issue that this brought up that she didn't necessarily touch on, us in these generations, in your 30s and the 20s and the teens, we do have an issue with authority, because we didn't have the strongest parents. And we were the first couple generations that did see the veil be brought down. So we saw the magician behind the curtain. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back here on the Artist Exchange Radio Show with myself, Nate, and my co-host, Big Mama Ama.
Simpsons generation.
Yes. So we'll be right back with more on the Artist Exchange Radio Show. Turn it up. Turn the volume up. So just keep going. Just take us a break.
You're struggling with your mortgage. You think about it. You don't do anything but think about it.
What are we going to do if we lose the house? Where are we going to go?
At work.
I can't let anybody find out. I'm so embarrassed.
At dinner.
How can I tell the kids? It's going to wreck their lives.
And at 3 o'clock in the morning.
I don't know what to do. I don't know how to get through this. What's going to happen to us?
It's time to stop thinking. It's time to start dialing. Call 1-888-995-HOPE for a free government program that offers expert one-on-one advice about your mortgage options.
I'm all alone.
No, you're not. We've helped over 1 million homeowners, and we want to help you. and now there are more ways to help. Call 1-888-995-HOPE or visit makinghomeaffordable.gov, brought to you by the U.S. Treasury, HUD, and the Ad Council.
Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is, because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org, because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council. Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is, because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org, because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
We're rewarding you for something you already do, listening to us. It's radio loyalty, and it's an easy way for you to get free stuff. All you do is sign up. Go ahead and click the banner now. You'll earn points as you listen. Points you can trade in for great products and services in the Radio Loyalty store. You can earn even more points when you share your favorite station with friends on Facebook and Twitter. Radio Loyalty. It's free to sign up, so click the banner to join now.
Okay, so just type the job website address here. That's it. Then you enter what job you're looking for there.
Electrician.
This is Peter. Recently, he got help going on the internet for the first time to look for a new job.
Okay, then you just hit search and...
In the past, Peter's gotten work from people he knew, but he heard there were more jobs online.
There we go.
These are all for me?
Uh-huh.
Really?
He had no idea just how many.
I can't believe it. This one looks good.
Peter is thinking the internet might be for him after all.
And this is just one website.
Wow. Why didn't I do this sooner?
See what the internet can help you do at everyoneon.org or call 1-855-387-9166 to find a free training class near you. Brought to you by Connect to Compete and the Ad Council.
Only in the forest can you see this. And this. And this. But nothing beats the moment you see that.
Cool!
That's your child's eyes opening up to a world of possibilities.
I didn't know it could do that!
Because one trip to the forest can spark a world of difference.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go, like hiking, canoeing, fishing, or camping. Or create your own adventure with family and friends, and you might just see this. Your moment's out there. Find it at discovertheforest.org. That's discovertheforest.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Steven.
Who said that?
Me, down here.
What are you, a yellow booger?
I'm a banana slug, Steven.
Well, what are you doing in my room?
I'm your sense of adventure. Don't you remember me? Don't you know that we miss you?
Miss me? Who misses me?
You know, all your friends in the forest. The trees, the pond, that little fort that you made out of branches. We all miss you.
Mom took me to the forest last year.
I'm a slug, Steven. It took me a long time to get here.
Oh, I guess that makes sense.
This forest is not that far away. Have an adventure today. I'm sure your mom would take you.
You're right. I should get out. I want to have fun. Play in puddles, catch frogs, and climb trees. Hey, Mom!
Yeah, hon? Steven, what is that in your hand?
It's my sense of adventure, Mom. It's telling me we need to get out of the house and have some fun in nature today.
Come to the forest where the more adventurous...
Artist Exchange.
The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange.
The Artist Exchange.
Artist Exchange Live.
The Artist Exchange. The Artist Exchange.
The Artist Exchange.
Starts now. Welcome back. You're here live on the Artist Exchange radio show in this blizzard that we're having right now in Baltimore City. I do not like the North because the moment you see snow, the world shuts down.
Please.
And it was just a little dusting, a little sugar on the side of the street.
It looked like, and then it looks like this in Atlanta, and they told people don't go nowhere this weekend, stay home.
Yeah. Well, in the South, this is like
That's
This
it.
is
this is Hurricane Katrina in the South, right?
I had a chance to live in Atlanta for 2 years.
Oh, nice.
And while I was down there, it was only like maybe 1 or 2 inches that fell. I mean, they shut down everything. I said 1 or 2 inches. I can't go to work and get money.
Nope.
Right.
Not today.
And it's in the last couple years, it's starting to happen here in Baltimore a lot, and it makes me mad because I'm the person I can't stay in the house. Like I get claustrophobic, and I just feel like I'm about to kill somebody because I'm inside. So I need to get out, and I'm I look outside like, oh, the streets are clear, we good. There's nothing running. There's no cabs outside. There's no buses. The Uber has done an upcharge. Like, what the hell?
Straight up upcharge. I knew they'd do that.
Right. But it's not even, it's sticking to the sidewalk, but it's not
on the street at all. Not really.
You can't even bring a shovel outside right now.
No, you can't.
No.
You just use a broom.
Right, you gonna mess up the scene, right? A little mop and get that up.
Get a blower.
Right. A hair dryer, and that's done.
Hey, get the salt. Get the salt. Put some salt down.
And I think that's what happened. Everybody put out salt, so it's not even doing anything.
It's not even sticking to the rules, honestly. But still drive safe, everyone.
Yes,
because
because,
salt boxes on the corner so that you could salt your street.
No, we don't do that no more now.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
That's taxable. That's taxable information. But we have with
what
us.
happened to all that windfall money from them?
See, you asking too many questions. We too close to City Hall.
2 a.m.
See, she's trying to get a shot.
Streets.
She's trying to get a shot.
MGM.
No, it's called lip gloss is popping, and she's out of office now. That's what happened. That's what.
She got gift cards too.
No. She just went to the store, got her. She just used the credit card.
She just swiped.
She just swiped it. But we have Mr. Comedian Aunt P of the Pipeline Radio Show.
Pipeline.
1/3 of the Zany. These are crazy individuals who drink during that show. I can't.
That's the only way you can do it. That's how you get the real out of people.
I can't focus. I can't focus.
Very real.
The alcohol.
Everyone says that I'm very fun
It
after a
does.
drink. Bar Amma comes out. Bar Amma is always welcome everywhere.
One of my favorite things to watch now on YouTube, what's his name? Nori and the Drink Champs.
Yeah.
When I say he gets the truth out of these people with drinks, the table is full of them.
Yes.
And there's people up there giving, like, people got murdered stories, setting people up, hoping.
Just remove.
It takes the shield off your face. Yeah.
Like, oh, hey.
Now, he's good at what he does. Like, honestly, I'm surprisingly good at what he does. But them drinks, I'm going to have to bring a couple to this.
Glass of water.
Right.
Pitchers of water.
Put something flammable in it because they really. So,
It gets there.
Mr.
Some
Comedian.
people don't know how to find that without it, too. Some people don't know how to live in truth without
Well, he got hood dudes on there that's about to go to jail because they telling all their business. I'm just being real serious. He said people. He working for the FBI. I'm telling you, he's an undercover op.
Oh man.
But anyway, Mr. MP is in the building with us. Today's topic is no joking matter because this man is really funny. I haven't seen him on stage, so I haven't been able to heckle him yet. But
man.
we go.
I can't wait.
You can't wait. I'm that person sitting in the back. Boo. I get the wave running. I get the wave running.
It's gonna mess you up. She gonna be with you, and I'm gonna crack on her, and she gonna look at you like, what just happened?
Right.
Shut up. Right. You need to shut up. Stop doing that.
Right. Right, he don't know theater majors. He don't know the. It is. That's how you attack though. You mess with the person that they were.
That's the plan, man. I'm not gonna attack you for what?
Mess up the whole night.
Yeah, that's the old comedians that come and do that. I attack
he
your
be
father,
thinking,
mother.
right.
I think beyond that shit.
Right.
I'm gonna make the whole family hate you. Now. I'm going nowhere with you, Booker.
Messing with
I hate you.
foundations.
And his name Booker.
Yeah.
I hate you, Booker.
But real quick, throw out your social media. We gotta take another quick break, but let the people know where they can find you because it's limited.
Okay.
He got limited.
Comedian at P. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me on Twitter. You can find me on Instagram. Comedian_and_P. And check me out. Holla at me, man.
He on no, he's not. So we're gonna take a quick break. We'll be right back. Right back here on the Artist Exchange Radio Show. We're gonna pay some bills. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
You're struggling with your mortgage. You think about it. You don't do anything but think about it.
What are we going to do if we lose the house? Where are we going to go?
At work.
I can't let anybody find out. I'm so embarrassed.
At dinner.
How can I tell the kids? It's going to wreck their lives.
And at 3 o'clock in the morning.
I don't know what to do. I don't know how to get through this. What's going to happen to us?
It's time to stop thinking. It's time to start dialing. Call 1-888-995-HOPE for a free government program that offers expert one-on-one advice about your mortgage options.
I'm all alone.
No, you're not. We've helped over 1 million homeowners, and we want to help you. And now there are more ways to help. Call 1-888-995-HOPE or visit makinghomeaffordable.gov, brought to you by the U.S. Treasury, HUD, and the Ad Council.
When you were a little kid and you thought about what you wanted to be, teaching was at the top of your list. But things changed. And as you got older, teaching didn't seem like the best option anymore. So you're thinking you'll be something else. But what would your 12-year-old self say? Now you want to be a doctor. You don't think teachers save lives? 25 at a time. An actress? Try playing a different role every time the bell rings. How about a scientist? Ever heard of physics? Chemistry? Who do you think teaches that? Teachers today are breaking down obstacles, finding innovative ways to instill old lessons, and taking learning far beyond the four walls of the classroom. It's time to recognize that great things are happening in teaching and put it back on your list. Don't try to convince yourself otherwise. You had it right the first time.
Find out how you can make more at teach.org. Make more. Teach. Brought to you by Teach and the Ad Council.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
This message is for all of you sitting in the passenger seat. And apologies if it gets a little uncomfortable. But how does it feel to be at the mercy of someone who thinks a random text is more important than your life? Someone who takes their eyes off the road while speeding along in a 3-ton hunk of steel. Freaky, right? Well, why not just ask them to stop? Or better yet, volunteer to text for them. It might be a little awkward, but believe me, you'll live.
Learn more at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Her last one.
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
He's in it. Welcome back to the Artist Exchange Radio Show here live on BeExposedRadio.com.
I really like this.
Alma has ADD. She has lead, I believe, also.
She does?
Bits and pieces of it.
I was born in Rockville. So,
like a feng shui thing. I love it too.
We're just trying some different things out for the new year.
It's great.
But we have Mr. Comedian Aunt P in the building.
Yeah.
We're going to see how funny he is.
Oh, wow.
But he's an aspiring actor, somewhat funny comedian, and you gotta have room for growth. There's room for growth.
All right.
But no, he's really funny. You told me I had to learn humility, and I'm trying to give it to you.
Well, you're doing a great job.
But don't
ask Nate to teach you something.
No, because I'm a teacher. I'm gonna do it. Yeah. No, he was telling me I needed more humility. That's what he was getting. So.
Nate's so uptight at times.
This is me.
Look, I said, Nate, I want to learn how to act, man. He said, so. He had a scarf on and shit. Look. He did like this with a scarf. So, you want to learn how to act? Okay, I'll see what I can do.
But don't tell me you want to do something, because I'm gonna figure out a way to get it done.
So I'm a person who believes in zodiac signs, right? I have a strong. For me, it is a strong belief that you do have a lot of those. Every Capricorn I know, it's like, don't tell me you want to do something, because you're gonna be doing it in about 7 days. In about 7 days, they are efficient and moving. So I found 4 or 5 things that I think are gonna really help you. Here, you can take that. Now, right now, we're gonna go do this thing.
Yes,
that's definitely gonna help you.
Because I like to see people
A whole
doing what they
weekend
love.
just got booked.
I told him that day he came on in our radio show, shout out to Pipeline Radio Show, he said, so you want to act? I said, yeah, man. He's like, okay, this is what I'll do. That's all he said. He left out. Yesterday, the next day, I got an inbox saying, go pick up tickets at Center
And he
Stage.
went. We really went.
This is why you got something else down the pipeline, because you went. You said you wanted to do something. He said, okay.
Yeah.
Here, why don't you check this thing out?
Exactly.
You went and you did it. And he's like, oh, you're serious.
Yeah.
Great.
And for me, and I've had situations where I've done that. I extended myself, and it's not really a test. But people, if you're really serious about something, you see it,
Yeah,
and then
absolutely.
other people are watching you experience that, so they're taking you more seriously.
Exactly.
And I've learned to do that. Like when somebody give me an opportunity, take it, because you never know where it may lead you, and then you take from that what you need from it, and then you keep moving.
Right.
But that is kind of, I'm glad to have you on. It's the first show of the year.
Yeah.
And he went to go see Dangerous Liaison, the play version of Dangerous Liaison. And I just want to see what his experience
Which
was.
is the original version.
Yeah, it is. Liaison
Much
Dangerous.
older. Right, much older. It's French originally.
Yeah,
actually.
yeah. So what did you think about, that was your first time at Center Stage?
Yes.
That was your first time seeing that type of production done?
Correct.
Other than your bad knees, how did you?
The experience was wonderful. Like I said to you on break, I had an awesome time. We had awesome seats. Thank you for that also. What caught my eye though about the whole thing was basically how people were so in tune into the character. Like, even though they were saying some funny stuff, like you said, they wouldn't laugh. It'd be in their head.
Yeah.
And it made us be like, oh, they really in tune to the character.
Yeah.
Especially when it came to the sex scene. I mean, she didn't mind him ripping off her shirt and
It didn't look uncomfortable.
Oh my God!
It was an actual bed. They were
Yes.
he actually bent her over.
I mean, it was to the point like I know he's about to get hard. Like, why didn't he get hard?
Well, because you're acting. I'm acting. This is all pretend.
And that's what
I'm not-
rehearsal for. You get hard
Right.
during rehearsal.
I had to take my shit down. If I do that, I'm sorry, babe, but I would have to take my shit down.
You think that now. And I understand you thinking that now. But when you have done the work to learn who this person is and where they are in their headspace and the time, that your flesh doesn't matter anymore.
Especially
Your
with
flesh goes
repetition.
away, right.
Repetition. Sometimes I know in movie sets it can be a little different because there's less of a rehearsal.
Right.
But in theater, you've done it at least for a month straight of rehearsing it, so it doesn't become as.
You're not nervous about
Yeah.
it. You're not
No,
thinking
sometimes
about
on a good night you might be into it,
Right.
and you can't separate what you're doing from what's in front of you, and it's normal. But when you got a whole room full of people watching, unless you that type of exhibitionist,
Right.
it doesn't really affect you that way. And some
That's
people
crazy.
do like that attention. Can y'all process? It doesn't. But some people do like that attention. But you, even with that, after a while, you see all these people, so it becomes about being in the character, and the character isn't necessarily horny. So you have to play it that way. You're just doing this. It becomes a task at that moment. So.
Gotcha.
So overall, I mean, is it something that you think you would want to do, or?
Yeah, of course. I'm trying to defy all odds. You know what I mean? Especially from my background. I'm just trying to do everything I can get my hands on at this moment.
So share a little bit about your background.
I'll come from
Legally that we can talk about.
All right, cool. I come from a single parent home. My mom raised me. Shout out to my mom. She's actually in my comedy.
Yay, Magic Mom.
I come from, Park Heights. Everybody know what Park Heights is.
Park Heights.
And, growing up around that area, you had to be tough. You had to, survive. You had to basically...
Little
blend
room
in
for
with
creativity.
you had to blend in with the rest.
Yeah, my mother-in-law was talking about that yesterday.
And that's the crazy part about that. But I learned off my mistakes. I did wrong. I paid for them. It came to a point where as though I started having more kids than money I had. So
He got about 18 of them.
Yeah, I got 5 kids, 12 baby mothers. Wow. You get what I'm saying? So the money wasn't really there, so I had to do what I had to do at times. But, you know, I learned off those mistakes. I paid my debt to society also. I think now, since I have grown, I learned that it's not about me no more. It's about the children. And let me tell you, man, when they see their father on the radio show or hosting or doing shows, what it does is motivates them to say, I can do the same thing. I know when daddy ain't have money.
We're
You know what I'm saying? We going to break?
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Sorry. Oh, we'll be right back. This is the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com.
Pay them bills. Pew, pew, pew.
Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud to be a book person. How do I choose a book? Sometimes it's the cover, sometimes it's the title. I guess I'm pretty visual. If a book's really impressing me and the writing is really good, I will peek and see what the last paragraph is, because the endings of books should rock you. I am a book person, and if you're a book person too, read to a child and spark a lifetime of ambition. Join me at bookpeopleunite.org, because reading is fundamental. A public service announcement brought to you by Reading is Fundamental, Library of Congress, and the Ad Council.
Only in the forest can you see this. And this. And this. But nothing beats the moment you see that.
Cool!
That's your child's eyes opening up to a world of possibilities.
I didn't know it could do that!
Because one trip to the forest can spark a world of difference.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go, like hiking, canoeing, fishing, or camping. Or create your own adventure with family and friends, and you might just see this. Your moment's out there. Find it at discovertheforest.org. That's discovertheforest.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Steven.
Who said that?
Me, down here.
What are you, a yellow booger?
I'm a banana slug, Steven.
Well, what are you doing in my room?
I'm your sense of adventure. Don't you remember me? Don't you know that we miss you?
Miss me? Who misses me?
You know, all your friends in the forest. The trees, the pond, that little fort that you made out of branches. We all miss you.
Mom took me to the forest last year.
I'm a slug, Steven. It took me a long time to get here.
Oh, I guess that makes sense.
This forest is not that far away. Have an adventure today. I'm sure your mom would take you.
You're right. I should get out. I want to have fun. Play in puddles, catch frogs, and climb trees. Hey, Mom!
Yeah, hon? Steven, what is that in your hand?
It's my sense of adventure, Mom. It's telling me we need to get out of the house and have some fun in nature today.
Come to the forest where the more adventurous you lives. Check out discovertheforest.org for cool places nearby. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
So this is the reading side of it. Welcome back to the Artist Exchange Radio Show here live on BeExposedRadio.com. It's me, your host, Nate. We got my co-host, Big Mama Ama, joining us. We have a new engineer for the year, Mr. T.C. Falcone. We stole him from the Weird Radio Show temporarily. Well, no, he's here, but, you know. And then we have comedian Aunt P.
Where he at?
Of the Pipeline Radio Show. He's 1/3 of the Pipeline Radio Show. Shout out to Mecca. What is
DJ
Twiz. They come on every Thursday, 7 to 9 p.m.
Yes, sir.
Radio on fire. They raided my neighborhood. That was when I say I rolled out of the bed and I came there. And I went and got something to eat and went back to bed. Literally, I live in the next block, and that was the easiest interview that I've ever had in my life.
That was awesome.
I only got dressed and took those clothes off. And
right back.
Exactly. That was awesome. And it was I knew, you know, Mecca and DJ. I know it was a lively, but you do add a awesome crazy to the show.
I do.
You do. You really are. Mecca is crazy all by herself. Yeah. DJ Twiz is, he's
very
he keeps
back.
the glue. He's like the glue.
See, think about people don't know about Twiz. He's calm before the storm.
Yeah.
Because he has more jokes than me sometimes.
But he slides them in there.
Oh, man.
But he is on fire the whole time.
Yes.
So.
I just,
And his drink, so it's just...
Yeah, I just try to play my position, man. My position is just to be an asshole.
Okay. That's a good position sometimes.
It is, though.
It's a good position.
It's more fun than the other positions.
It's stressful, though, because to keep that energy up,
I'm an asshole every day.
Oh, okay, so it's innately in you. It's kind of DNA. Oh, okay. Well, that's his bae is sitting over here to the left, so she's probably like, yeah. Are you in therapy at the moment?
Yes.
Or some type of strong medication at the moment?
You better mind your business, Tim. Mind your business.
But how long have you been a comedian? How did you know that this was something that you wanted to do?
Ever since I was young, I would watch Def Comedy Jam. I don't know if you guys are familiar.
Yeah, I'm not that old. I don't really know what that is.
Well, it used to come on late night.
Claim Def Comedy Jam.
On Cable Box, Channel 22 HBO.
Yeah.
Did he say Cable Box? Oh, he's an old man, sir.
Yeah, I'm 35.
He's an old man.
I'm a BET comedy.
Comic View.
Yeah, Comic View. That's my other jam. Right
It wasn't
there.
as funny as...
No,
Def Jam
was much more.
Like they were the raw comics.
They
were raw.
Yeah.
So I watched the episode with Martin, hosting it, and I stayed up late night past my time. My stepfather would come out and be like, "Boy, what you doing in here watching Def Comedy Jam?" I said, "That's what I want to be when I grow up." He said, "If you want to be an asshole for the rest of your life, then you just go ahead then." I said, no. I'm going to bed. I'm going to play football tomorrow.
So you started out as an athlete.
Yeah.
So how did you then transfer that to comedy? Was it just something you kept in the back of your head, or?
That's hard because comedy always been in me. In high school, shout out to Northwestern Wildcats. I won.
Oh, you wanted those? Okay. I get it.
I won. You know how you win an award for the
end of the year,
end of the year. I won the most funniest.
Okay.
Like I always been a class clown. I always been center of attention as far as joking, all that shit. It's just funny that a group of guys told me, say, "Yo, you got what it takes. You just gotta go and do it. Stop fearing if you fail." Once I let go of that fear of being, maybe if I fail, I start taking off.
So that first stand-up, was it like an amateur night, or did you sign up? Like, how did you get through that first one?
I got really drunk.
A lot of people. That's only the story.
It was the worst night of my life.
Where were you at?
What's So Funny Wednesday? Shout out to Chris, China Mike, Be Easy, DJ Twiz.
Okay, so down at the arena. They're at the arena now, aren't they?
No. That's now, I think. What's So Funny Wednesday, 25th Street.
Okay. The Jamaican spot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So you just stayed in that area. You just stayed in that area.
Yeah. These guys gave me a platform to, work on my material and get better. But my first time stand up, I just got really, really drunk and just forgot everything.
Oh no.
Yeah. So I just went up there and said, "Whoa, this is a tough crowd."
I would have laughed.
That's my time, my man. I got shitted on myself. I left.
So in thinking about, I just watched T.K. Kirkland talk about his first time doing stand up, and for him, the money got him. Like the first time he got paid to be a comedian was like his first job. And he was like, yeah, this is what it is. But was it more so the fame or the money, or you just doing something that was in you that now you get to share with people?
I'm just doing what God gave me.
Okay.
And that was an ability to make people laugh.
Was it a hard decision? Because comedy is not, because people think they funny and they just get up there. But was it a hard decision to say, I want to do this? Because it's not financially you know, especially in the beginning, you really like hustling.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a struggle.
Yeah, that's the thing with me. Money don't move me. You know what I mean? I know various ways to get money instead of doing it illegally that I have grown. So I'm not in it right now for the money. The money's going to come later.
Right.
What I'm in it for is to get better, get great at it, be one of the greats.
When you chase the money, you get exactly what it is, and that's what it is. And you get it fast, you will lose it fast.
Yeah.
So if you really in it to prepare yourself,
Yeah.
then you see the longevity in it, and that's what success for me is. Like thinking about the legacy of what you have, opposed to I gotta get these tennis shoes right now.
I'm not into that. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy making you guys laugh. I enjoy you buy a ticket to see me, plan to laugh. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have you on the floor. I'm gonna interact with you guys. I'm an entertainer, man.
So you
I don't know if you know this, Nate. I used to strip.
Yeah, he told us.
Yeah, they used to call me Little Thunder. So I've been in the entertainment business for a while.
Foolish.
What the hell? I'm trying to be for real, and she called me for real. This is what you're running here, Nate? This is how you run your show?
He's staying serious.
I know he is. I love.
He was one of them choices. The one of them choices,
so,
dude.
It's so perfect. Yeah. It's like the perfect name.
So how did you do that and keep a straight
face?
face?
The thing about me being a stripper back then, Little Thunder, I wanted to. I told you before. I know. Listen, guys. I told you I like to defy odds. I didn't want to be just a regular stripper. I wanted to be the first handicap stripper. So I would come out and do my handicap work. But I think what turned me off is when you get a nickel thrown at your butt cheek.
Oh wow, yeah.
You ever got a nickel thrown at you? What about a quarter? No. I still got the print. Look.
Please have a seat. I can imagine. All right.
I was just
letting you know. Just letting you know.
Yeah.
But
where they going to change that? I don't know.
Because
choices.
Yeah.
Food stamps, independence cards.
I guess I wasn't what they wanted at that time. You know?
So in thinking about yourself as a comedian over the next couple years, I know you want to include acting to that resume, but how do you see it growing as, you know, a lot of the comics now, it's a brand. You know, and it doesn't define who they are. Some comedians, some of my favorite comedians, they like just the stand-up and everything else is just extra. But how do you look to expand your brand as a comedian or as an artist in general?
Well, how I look to do that is just prepping myself, man. Just trying to be great. Watching material, writing new material, learning all my material to the point I'm just sick of it. I'm in this for the long haul. I'm not in it just to say, oh, I was a comedian. Like I said, I'm in this to pave the concrete and pave the way for my kids.
So what's your style? Are you a joke man, or you a storyteller? Are you, observational?
I'm a storyteller and an entertainer.
Okay.
I used to be a rapper before that, before the comedy. You know, I used to rap, and I always would.
Were you good at it?
I was always good at it. You want to hear something?
Be careful. This is live now.
Yeah. You want to hear something?
I'm listening.
This is when I wrote this when I was 14. I said, growing up as a young pup, I never knew times was rough. All I wanted to do was sit back and smoke my blunts. Wasn't trying to hear that shit moms was kicking in my ear. I listened to my peers even though they wasn't there. I drunk a few beers. I shed a few tears. All for the homies that didn't make it this year. All I wanted to do was run the streets and act wilder. This goes out to all my niggas who rep in public housing. Niggas who be wildin', bitches who be stylin', cause they don't give a fuck where they live, they just be lounging. In the cut where niggas got the gats tucked, ski mask and mask up. Do any or anything for the buck. You know what I'm saying? So, I always been a storyteller.
I got you. So will that be added? Is that something you're gonna develop or work at? Are we in the studio cutting the demo?
I wrote that when I was 14.
Well, it was Parkites. That was real life.
That was really good.
I'm going to interject for a second. I think that you should probably do a one-man show.
Hell yes.
And you should be Little Thunder now presents rapping comedy.
Yes!
You ready for that, wifey?
I'm not even trying to be like no homo right now. But
all that crazy.
That show.
5 nights a week.
Like I would pay to go see that show. No homo, but like
that's what's up.
Pause
for a second.
That's what's up.
Yes.
Do Little Thunder first, and I'll get that intermission. Okay, but that's the branding aspect. How can I? Part of being an artist is figuring out, because you develop all these little things that you know you like to do, and part of that is figuring out how to bridge all those things together. And creating a one-man show could be your idea. You have your team here. Let us know. We got you.
I got you. Thank you,
got
man.
you.
Thank
But
you.
just think about, how to set yourself apart. There's a lot of people I see that, especially in the comedy world, they're trying to be the next best thing, but you got to create your lane. A lot of the people that we look at, I'm sorry to the dude comics, but I like female comics because they can be raunchy and it still looks sexy. Some more Monique.
Yeah.
Thea, I listen because they can say stuff out their mouth that dudes can't get away with, but they also have learned how to take that and build. Look at Monique; she got Oscar now. Like she's about to get that
one of my goals.
And figuring out how to manipulate this career and make it worthwhile. So you like getting up in the morning and it's not a job to you.
Nope.
You can tell when it's a job to somebody because they put everything into it.
This woman right here told me, you doing this for the fun of it.
Mm-hmm.
That's what she said. She said, when you stop having fun, that's when you're going to stop doing it.
Right.
So I continue to have fun with this. When I no longer get butterflies to go on stage and perform in front of you guys, I'm going to leave it alone.
And that's real. And that's one of the people. Sometimes you get so confident because you prepared yourself that you don't look for when you stop looking for the butterflies and they're still coming, that's when you know you've gotten to a sweet spot. And the butterflies going to come regardless.
Yes.
But when you stop looking for them, right, and you focused on them and you know you're prepared, then you're not even looking for them to come. They still going to happen.
Yes,
I still get that bubble thing where
right
I'm
before I go on
burping.
stage, I'm like, okay, I know these lines. You good. Ah!
Right.
I just did a show New Year's Eve, and I just kept walking back and forth. Everybody like, is he okay? Is he about to go to the bathroom? Is he sick? No, it's just I'm nervous and anxious at the same time.
Everybody got their preparation. Some people I'm the person, most times I like to be off by myself.
Right.
And depending on my level of preparation, I may joke a little bit, but most times I like to be by myself because you got to psych yourself out every single time. And people get confident, like, I'm good. And then they give the worst possible experience.
I don't ever want to be that guy.
Because they begin to look at themselves instead of who they're doing it for.
Exactly.
And then they forget that this is for people. I'm sharing what I have, and it's not all about me in this moment.
Exactly.
So what are and looking over this career that you've had thus far and where you want to go, what are some goals that you want to set? Are there venues? Are there collaborations? We just brought you the idea of a one-man show, but what other things do you see yourself doing, or goals have you set so far?
Well, right now my goal is for the whole city to know who is comedian MP, and that goal is almost accomplished. The next goal is to get out and do DC, New York, Virginia. That's the next goal, and I think the goal after that I have wrote down was Apollo. That's when I will create that one-man show for that. Thank you, guys.
10%.
We'll see you. I mean, I just need a shout out.
I want that. Well, I'll take her 10% too. So she just want a shout out.
That's the main 3 goals right there. But Apollo, I want to tear that bitch down.
Is that something you grew up watching?
Yes.
So how do you see yourself getting to that point? Like, have you developed those steps? Are you preparing yourself, or are you still mapping out how I'm gonna get to that goal?
I'm not mapping out anymore because blessings has been coming in for 2017 like crazy. Right now, I'm just focused on working on new material, revamping the old material, and just killing every show I do. Like I'm so competitive. Like, it's crazy because I was a sports guy. I was a running back, punt returner. So I'm very competitive. So I just look forward to doing these shows and hosting these events and burning that bitch down. I got to leave I'm a Leo. So I got to leave a first impression on everything I do. You get what I'm saying? So, like I said, once I get to Apollo, I'm going to burn that bitch down and look for me to be in movies after that.
So we're going to take another quick break. We're now opening up the phone lines for you to be able to call. Give us a call at 410-702-5657. If you got a joke for this man, joke him. I want to hear them. Come on, we roasting comedian Aunt P today.
Come and
give us a call. 410-702-5657, or you can text us in if you feeling a little nervous. You scared of Aunt P for whatever reason. You can text in at 443-642-9403. Don't forget we're live on YouTube as well as Facebook Live, or you can go to our website if you lost and you forgot how you got here. Go to our website, www.beexposedradio.com. Check us out. We'll be right back here with comedian Aunt P on the Artist Exchange Radio Show only on beexposedradio.com. Don't go anywhere.
You're struggling with your mortgage. You think about it. You don't do anything but think about it.
What are we going to do if we lose the house? Where are we going to go?
At work.
I can't let anybody find out. I'm so embarrassed.
At dinner.
How can I tell the kids? It's going to wreck their lives.
And at 3 o'clock in the morning.
I don't know what to do. I don't know how to get through this. What's going to happen to us?
It's time to stop thinking. It's time to start dialing. Call 1-888-995-HOPE for a free government program that offers expert one-on-one advice about your mortgage options.
I'm all alone.
No, you're not. We've helped over 1 million homeowners, and we want to help you. And now there are more ways to help. Call 1-888-995-HOPE or visit makinghomeaffordable.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Treasury, HUD, and the Ad Council.
Only in the forest can you see this. And this. And this. But nothing beats the moment you see that.
Cool!
That's your child's eyes opening up to a world of possibilities.
I didn't know it could do that!
Because one trip to the forest can spark a world of difference.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go, like hiking, canoeing, fishing, or camping. Or create your own adventure with family and friends, and you might just see this. Your moment's out there. Find it at discovertheforest.org. That's discovertheforest.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Steven.
Who said that?
Me, down here.
What are you, a yellow booger?
I'm a banana slug, Steven.
Well, what are you doing in my room?
I'm your sense of adventure. Don't you remember me? Don't you know that we miss you?
Miss me? Who misses me?
You know, all your friends in the forest. The trees, the pond, that little fort that you made out of branches. We all miss you.
Mom took me to the forest last year.
I'm a slug, Steven. It took me a long time to get here.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back to the Artist Exchange Radio Show here live on BeExposedRadio.com. It's me, your host, Nate. We're here live in the building with Mr. Comedian, actor, table dancer, bow-legged Johnny, Mr. Comedian Aunt P, joining us for our first show here. And it was crazy because I just was going to do this as just me and Alma today because, you know, you want the energy to be right. But in meeting you, I like genuine individuals. You know, in knowing Mecca and DJ, I know they thought about, this is their second go round, they thought about what this was going to be, and I knew you were going to be somebody cool. I didn't know you were going to be that crazy. You know, that was kind of the pleasant surprise. But I saw your energy, and I don't ever mind helping anybody out. That's just who I am and what I do. And I always put myself in a space where I can be a blessing. We have to be a blessing to other people in order to get. If I give, then I'm always get.
Yeah.
Or if I give, I'm always have.
Yeah.
Because I do this genuinely, and that's really what the Artist Exchange is about connecting artists with opportunities in the world that they may not necessarily think is a possibility. When as soon as you told me you wanted to be an actor and you're a comedian, my mind
start churning.
It started working. I can sit there and I'm looking at people.
Yeah.
I'm looking at.
You
Tell
can
me your
read.
name again, Miss Lady. I'm seeing how patient she is with that camera, so I'm already saying, "Ooh, I wonder what she really likes to do with her life." And that's just something that's in me. I see talented individuals and I match them up with skill sets that I think are great. And I don't look for anything for that. It's just for me.
Just pay it forward.
Right. And when you know, growing up in neighborhoods where you don't see that a lot.
Exactly.
I know what it is to not have support. I have 8 uncles who are one's a DJ, one's a cook, one's a barber. Nobody ever fosters that energy in them. So they're all ex-cons right now. They all have that because nobody ever said, "Oh, you really slick with." I had a fresh shape up every week because I have an uncle who that's what he did. We always had biscuits because this uncle was good at cooking. This uncle could tear anything apart and make it into something new.
Right.
But none of them are doing what it is that they
really wanted to do.
Were gifted to do.
There you go.
Right.
It's a difference.
Right, it is.
Okay.
And they none of them are doing it. And I said once I get to a point where I can give those opportunities to people, even if we ain't got no money to do it, and we gonna figure out how to nigga rig this and get it done. Right, get it done. Because I just don't do it. Specifically with children, but I see adults need it. I know I need support. So I love being able to give that to other people. Beyond being an artist, what are the things that you enjoy doing?
Oh man, I think the whole world just interacting with my children. I think
we see plenty of clips of them.
Yeah.
So this gonna be a family business.
Oh man, yeah, the Ponders 2017 is coming out soon. Yeah, we got that. We're working on that right now. It's gonna be just a YouTube's series of everyday life with us. And
so in your children, what talents are you already starting to see develop?
Oh wow, I got an actor, I got a boxer, I got a dancer, I got a 12 o'clock boy.
What's that?
A dirt bike.
A dirt bike. A little bit of everything.
Yeah, a little bit of everything, man. I got a little bit of everything.
Sound like you got a good retirement plan.
Yeah, I'm going to eat off of them.
Yeah.
So how will you now instill that ambition to follow your dreams so you can have that good retirement plan?
I think what I'm doing now is just getting up every day to go to work, and they see that from 6 in the morning to 2 in the afternoon. Come home, take a little nap, then do a radio show, or come home, take a nap, then do a show. Come back in the house, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, get right back. That's where that ambition comes because I really want it, and they see that.
But are you explaining that to them?
Yeah, I explain it to them. They know. They watch my performances. They love it. You know what I mean? They just cheer. They my number one fans. My children. Shout out to my kids.
So if you could put a need out there, putting it out in the universe, not asking anybody specifically, but putting it out there, what would that need be?
The need for what? What do you mean?
Just a need that you have, that you think of, that may be inside of you, that may be attached to you directly, or just in general, a need that you may want to put out in the universe.
That's a good question.
Like my need, I need for people to be more professional. Just across the board, I need you to think about the long term of the relationships that you build, and not just get that money now, or I gotta get you before you get me.
Yeah, I guess I would need for people to be more genuine. Just be straight up. I want to make money off of you, dude. I don't really want to give you any money. If you can do these shows, I can make money off of you. I'm good with that. You know what I mean? Don't try to tell me you want to help me and I need to trust you or believe in you. We're going to go places because I know people.
And we ain't been nowhere.
We ain't been nowhere. You can't even give me a phone call and say, hey, what you got far as material, or let me see if I can help you on some material. You just give me dates to a show. So I need for people to just be more genuine, because I'm a genuine person. Like, I'm gonna tell you up front if I don't like you, if I do. That's just
And being on your grind, you see past a lot of things, but you realize do you know how to say no? Have you learned how to say no?
Not yet. Because I'm on my grind. You know, you gotta take the good, you gotta take the bad with the good. You know what I mean? So it's like you gotta go through this. Because what's gonna happen is you're gonna learn from it. So that's why I don't mind going through it. But you gotta go through it. It's part of the grind, and it just teaches me. I'm learning. As I come home with her, and she's like, "What's wrong?" And I tell her what's going on, and this is like my psychologist. No, you gotta look at it this way.
Send them invoices now. Just start sending them now. He'll pay for them later, but just
you need that.
get them now.
That's what I was saying. You were saying that ambition is something everyone needs. You need ambition, and the ambitious person needs a support. And sometimes you can be both ambitious and supportive, but sometimes you can only be one.
But you can only wear one hat at a time.
Exactly.
I would say for the no aspect, no is a powerful lesson to learn as soon as you can. Sometimes you got to learn how to walk away from stuff, because if it's really not from you, the experience will teach you something.
Right.
But the time you wasted in learning that experience, I want to learn how to fly kites. But that's something I'm like, I'll wait till that opportunity, because I'm not going to go seek how to fly a kite right now. I mean, just example, but, if it's not really, if it's not in line with what you want, and it's a want, really measure what's important for you to experience. Right now doing radio is an awesome experience, because everybody's doing radio, so the eye is on radio.
Yes.
So it's a platform for everybody.
Yeah.
But the moment it's no longer lining up to what we want, it's the time where you're supposed to walk away from it. And what's next.
Right.
And figuring that out as you're going along, and not just doing things because they are put in front of you. We both started out in college as actors, so we wanted to do it. We went to college for it, and it became this thing of ensemble. So everything we were doing in our 20s was about the ensemble and putting that together, because we in college, so this is a team we building.
Right.
And we both realized, and I know I realized at some point, I needed to step out and be Nate, the artist. And what I did was I went the opposite way. I was like, we got to stay together. We got to keep things.
Stop fearing.
You start right, and you just start doing things for the sake of the team, and you forgot about your bottom line.
Right.
And you forgot that I had this dream as an individual, and it's also good to bring people in. That's what I do on a daily basis. But my bottom line, when I talk to people, I don't look at dollar signs in people, but I have to make myself a part of the bottom line when I'm talking to people.
Right.
So if I'm making you this money, I got to figure out, so how do I fit into this? Because I got to eat. I got to eat too. I like lights on. I like food on my table.
It takes time to do the preparation for this.
Yeah.
Twiz texting said, "Great job, Aunt P. Proud of y'all, little dirty asses."
DJ Twiz.
Love you, big bro. You already know.
He bring the snacks. He's a connoisseur of the food and such. That's what I miss here. Every now and again, he'll bring a big cookie or some pizza or some nice wings, and it's not just like no curry out food.
Right now,
it's from some specialty place.
Nah, this is the spot around here. They hit me up.
Right, I miss our Thursday night happy hour with the food and such. That's why I was coming. They were funny. They was cool.
But to go back what you said though, Nate. Where do I fit in? In this position, you're making money off of me. I'm doing hours of work at home in the mirror, practicing facial expressions, practicing material so I don't fumble over words. Where do I fit in? I'm just getting.
You getting experience.
Yes.
I get a lot of it now.
What's the other word that they use? Is experience, and you getting It's not promotion. I'll think of the word, but exposure.
Exposure.
I'm gonna give you you getting exposure for this, sir.
Yes.
If I had $1 for every time I heard that in my 20s, well, you know what you could do with your exposure.
You're right. Seriously.
You can stick it where it's not exposed.
What's crazy is he said that.
Yeah.
He said that. You're getting exposure. And then when I look, I finally realized I got fans. I'm so
I can go anywhere.
I can go that's Aunt P right there. I said, wow, they really know. It got scary. I see people posting pictures of me on Facebook back
that
in
don't
high
know
school.
you. Yeah.
I'm scared. Like, when did he die? What happened? You don't do that. Like, I'm from the hood, yo.
Yeah.
When you post pictures of people, something wrong. Something happened.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I start getting scared. I ain't even want to go to work the next day. Like, what? But yeah, man, like, so the exposure is already there. Like, people know who Aunt P is.
Yeah.
So now you know.
It's about cultivating those relationships.
Right. So now it's about okay, making sure that your fans know that you know they're there.
Yes. Thank you. I love you guys.
Yeah, building that relationship with the fans.
If you had a
and
fear,
then you can go somewhere and they'll go with you where you go.
If you had a fear, what could you name it right now, or could you put a face on it or a title on it?
Yeah, my fear is not giving all I got to my career, to my children, to my soon-to-be wife.
Okay,
right there.
You sure? You sure? Have you thought about this?
You've seen him eat, and you know what he smells like. We're gonna,
that's my biggest fear right there. Not giving all I got, putting all into it. I don't want to leave this and say, damn, I could have did this way, or damn, I could have did that a better way. Nah, I want to give it all I got, and that's what I plan on doing. Like, I'm just waiting, man. Just waiting patiently.
It's a hard thing to know that you got this energy to do something and don't
burning.
really, And how do
If I could kill you with eyes, mate, I just choked the shit out you. You didn't even know that, did you? I'm trying to tell you, man. This shit is burning.
See, do you see yourself in Baltimore, or are you moving soon, or have you planned to do that relocation?
No, I'm gone. I'm out of Baltimore. I love Baltimore, but I'm gone. I want to take my kids. I want to move to L.A. That's where the money is. I want to be in sunny weather. I'm tired of the cold.
Yeah,
I am. But I will come back and start doing little things like, Be Easy, China Mike, and Chris doing, man. Like, they giving Baltimore Baltimore people who have talent, they giving them a showcase to just perform for free, man. Like, we need more of that.
Yeah.
You have any shows coming up?
Oh, yeah, I do. I can't talk about it. I got to just wait till it get printed out, though.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So follow me on IG, Twitter.
There you go.
Comedian Aunt P. You can see what's coming up. I can't talk about it right now, but you'll see it.
Okay, that's what's up.
Gotta wait for the flyers to get thrown out.
Do you have any collaborations that you want to do? Like if you had a dream tour of comedians, who would they be?
Martin Lawrence.
So you just gonna go straight to the top. You're not gonna,
I'm not gonna
build no steps. You just go.
I can't think small, man.
Right.
I want to put big things in the universe, so I'm not gonna just think small. Martin Lawrence. I want to collab with Martin Lawrence. I want to collab with Kevin Hart and something. Like, who else?
Are you looking at any of these talent shows that they're having? Like reality shows? Would you do a reality show?
Like Last Comic Standing?
I'm gonna tell you right now. If I'm in a reality show, you hear me? Look at my eyes. I just smacked all shit out you. You didn't even know it. I just smacked all shit out you. If I'm in a reality show, I'm gonna have my own. Cause I like that type of shit. Like me around people and I'm just being myself, yo.
We're rewarding you.
It's amazing.
That's the break. He took us to break. We're going to break. We got to pay those bills. We'll be right back here on the Artist Exchange Radio Show on BeExposedRadio.com. You ain't got to tell me but once.
For something you already do, listening to us. It's Radio Loyalty, and it's an easy way for you to get free stuff. All you do is sign up. Go ahead and click the banner now. You'll earn points as you listen. Points you can trade in for great products and services in the Radio Loyalty store. You can earn even more points when you share your favorite station with friends on Facebook and Twitter. Radio Loyalty. It's free to sign up, so click the banner to join now.
Only in the forest can you see this. And this. And this. But nothing beats the moment you see that.
Cool!
That's your child's eyes opening up to a world of possibilities.
I didn't know it could do that!
Because one trip to the forest can spark a world of difference.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go, like hiking, canoeing, fishing, or camping. Or create your own adventure with family and friends, and you might just see this. Your moment's out there. Find it at discovertheforest.org. That's discovertheforest.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Steven.
Who said that?
Me, down here.
What are you, a yellow booger?
I'm a banana slug, Steven.
Well, what are you doing in my room?
I'm your sense of adventure. Don't you remember me? Don't you know that we miss you?
Miss me? Who misses me?
You know, all your friends in the forest. The trees, the pond, that little fort that you made out of branches. We all miss you.
Mom took me to the forest last year.
I'm a slug, Steven. It took me a long time to get here.
Oh, I guess that makes sense.
This forest is not that far away. Have an adventure today. I'm sure your mom would take you.
You're right. I should get out. I want to have fun. Play in puddles, catch frogs, and climb trees. Hey, Mom!
Yeah, hon? Steven, what is that in your hand?
It's my sense of adventure, Mom. It's telling me we need to get out of the house and have some fun in nature today.
Come to the forest where the more adventurous you lives. Check out discovertheforest.org for cool places nearby. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Free stuff for you just for listening to this station. Yo, we got your attention? Here's how it works. You click on the Radio Loyalty banner right now and sign up. Then you keep on listening like you already do. But now you earn points. Those points add up, and you can trade them in for cool stuff in the Radio Loyalty store. Earn more points by sharing your station with friends on Facebook and Twitter, answering surveys, and by using the apps in the New Players App Store. Pretty simple. Free stuff just for doing what you already do. Radio Loyalty. Click the banner to join now.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Welcome back. We're here. He's a little aggressive, isn't he?
Well, he's about business. So
He's about business.
He tends to get that way. So I don't do a lot of work with him. That's my friend.
We're back here. I'm sorry, I was trying to find my gummy bears in my bag, and I think I forgot them at the store. No, I forgot. I didn't even get them from the store. I'm sorry. Because we had this blizzard outside.
Right.
And I was trying to get here and such.
Forgot to go get the gummy bears.
But I am really happy to have Mr. Aunt P on the mic with me today, joining us in the building. Myself, Nate, and my co-host, Big Mama Ama.
Hello.
Today, and me thinking about turn it down just a little bit. And us having a moment, and me thinking about building the show. The first topic that came to my mind is no joking matter, only because comments can be, you're on, because your mind has to keep building that material.
And you never know where your next bit's going to come from.
But I like to hear the story behind who people are. And you shared a little bit about your upbringing, but what would you have been had it not been for comedy or athletics to give you that foundation? Or the arts in general, but more so those are your two fields. Like, where would you have been?
Locked up or either did.
And it's just that.
And it was to a point where, God break you down to, he broke me all the way down to, like, dirt level. And I felt like, at one point, like, man, this is really my life. I mean, I was a football star. I was supposed to go to college, this and that. This is what it really comes to from me sleeping on, couches here and there and living in somebody's basement. You know what I'm saying? Like, he really broke me down. I just thought about things like, I can't keep living like this. Something got to give. I moved to Atlanta. I moved down there with my cousin. And he said, what we going to do, we're going to start going to church. And I just started praying. God, take this away from me. I'm tired of struggling. I know I learned my lesson. I promise you I'm going to be better. I'm going to be a better person, not just for me, but for my kids. And sure enough, God answered my prayers, y'all. I was down in Atlanta for 90 days. I had 2 jobs in my own apartment in 90 days.
And that's not easy.
No, it's not.
If you don't come there with something, you ain't going to have nothing.
It's like New York. It's a whole lot of people there.
Exactly.
Yeah, but it's the opportunity is so stretched out and it's so cliquish in Atlanta. So I know a lot of people who didn't make it.
I worked at Dogma. Shout out to Dogma. I was the dog trainer. And I worked at Jim and Nick's, which is a little lounge there, prepping for, I was a food Yeah, food prep. And in 90 days, I had 2 jobs in my own place, man. And that just came from praying. I guess he was telling me to seek me and stop trying to do things yourself.
That's one of the biggest lessons that you then have to learn, because it's about focus and really deciding what it is that you want to do, and not having distractions. Most times we don't hear that whisper or that conversation because we're distracted by our own necessity and the things that we need and trying to do things our way. And the moment you submit and you really humble yourself. So when I was laughing when they were saying it because it was joking, but it really is the confidence that I have now is based on my focus. And I don't ever put people down, or I don't look at you as little or big. I have a focus that is unmatched by anybody that I come across, and I can have that confidence to say that because I know at the end of the day, I'll put 24 hours into my dream.
Correct.
And I'll sleep for half an hour and use the other half an hour to try to get myself together to start it back over the next day. And it really, what you put into your prayers, the action that you apply to the things that you pray for will be a direct connection to what you get out of it. Now, it may not happen in the timing and the speed that you're looking for, but it happens. It does happen in time. And some people, I'm a comedian, so I got a joke. I don't got time to be serious with you, but sometimes you have to engage with people and connect with people and let people know where you stand because you building an audience, you building a fan base. And I always talk about engagement on here and focusing on those 5 faithfuls in the corner. Because that 5,000 over there, they gonna be trendy. So they looking for the next Kevin Hart. They looking for the next, whoever. They're not really focused on who you are. But if you're trending right now, I don't got time for that. I'm gonna look for those 5 people in the corner, babe that's gonna hold my phone for me in the corner and be there for me, opposed to those people who are only there fair weather. When things are going great for you. But it's refreshing to hear that from a young black man. Well, you're not so young, but you're a black man. I'm just saying, you're still older than me, so I can say stuff like that. But it's still, you gotta give it back to you. This is about comedy. A little comedy. But it really is refreshing to hear those things from people who want the things that you want. And success. Like you want to be the best comic, you want to be the best artist, you can be the most successful, but at the end of the day, you want to be able to go to the market because it's Wednesday, not because the check cleared on Tuesday night, not because the direct deposit hit or that good income tax check came through. You want to be comfortable, and that's something that we all share. We everybody wants to be filthy rich, but I want to be comfortable. Because the amount of money does not equate to my happiness, but it's more the quality of how I got that money and the security and the peace of mind that you have going to bed at night, knowing that what you put out there is what you're going to get.
Exactly.
So how do you add that faith that you had into what you do? How is that incorporated into your work, into your passion?
Well, basically, I just want to thank God for where I'm at right now. Like I told you, man, I prayed for this. I prayed for this. First time seeing Kevin Hart on stage, I prayed to God and said, "This is what I want to do." You know what I'm saying? I asked God. I said,
"Were you in a room? I mean, not the Coliseum. He playing Coliseum."
I was in my room after I seen the Kevin Hart show. She took me to see Kevin Hart. After that day, I told her and her mom, "This is what I'm going to do." And I prayed. That same night, I prayed. And I asked God, I said, let me show my talent to the world. Let me just give them who I am. And if they don't like it, cool, I tried.
How do you plan and strategize? How do you set forth? Like, are you a dream boarder? Like, I'm a list. I got a bunch of pads in my room with lists on it. And I check stuff off, and then I create another list. How do you see that plan out?
I write goals. And I stopped dreaming and just start doing.
So you start accomplishing those things.
At home I got a book with goals. I just start doing them.
So at what point are you like, you know what? I can sit back and chill now.
No, I'm never at that point. I don't ever want to be at that point. Kevin Hart don't even be at that point.
So
He
you're always
doing
thinking
something.
about the next thing.
Yes, yes. Like I tell you, I wanna be in some films. I wanna do some plays.
Okay.
I wanna act comic. I wanna do all that. I'm ready for it.
Be cognizant of what you put out there, because you got people around you that are always like I don't know what it is. What happens when I hear people speak, my mind already starts to like turn, and I'm thinking of things like. So when I call you and you like, oh man, I was just talking.
Oh no, I'm gonna be like, where I need to be, Nate.
Right.
Yeah.
And me going into 2017, I am really focusing on what I say, really matching that up to the way I walk and how I follow up, because people are watching.
Right.
People are watching you say things.
Right.
They're watching you not do the things that you say,
Right.
or opposite, do the things that you say. But we're gonna take a quick break. These bills be piling up.
Yeah.
We're gonna take another quick break. We'll be right back here on the Artist Exchange Radio Show, only on BeExposedRadio.com.
Are you thinking about getting your GED diploma? Well, here at the GED Pep Talk Center, we've got a number of pep talks that can motivate you.
Sometimes things don't always turn out the way you want them to.
You know that feeling? People look at you and don't believe in you.
You want some gentle encouragement. Then you're on your way to your GED diploma and a better life.
But I know they're probably just a little bit nervous. You can find it in yourself to take that first step.
You can improve your future. You can do this. I know you can.
You need to start pushing yourself.
Now get your game face on and take the first step towards a better life. Hurry up. Don't make me repeat myself.
Whatever level of motivation you need to get your GED diploma, we've got a pep talk that's right for you. Call 1-877-38-YOUR-GED or visit yourged.org for your pep talk and find free GED classes in your area. GED is a registered trademark of the American Council on Education. Brought to you by Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
When you were a little kid and you thought about what you wanted to be, teaching was at the top of your list. But things changed. And as you got older, teaching didn't seem like the best option anymore. So you're thinking you'll be something else. But what would your 12-year-old self say? Now you want to be a doctor. You don't think teachers save lives? 25 at a time. An actress? Try playing a different role every time the bell rings. How about a scientist? Ever heard of physics? Chemistry? Who do you think teaches that? Teachers today are breaking down obstacles, finding innovative ways to instill old lessons, and taking learning far beyond the four walls of the classroom. It's time to recognize that great things are happening in teaching and put it back on your list. Don't try to convince yourself otherwise. You had it right the first time.
Find out how you can make more at teach.org. Make more. Teach. Brought to you by Teach and the Ad Council.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
This message is for all of you sitting in the passenger seat. And apologies if it gets a little uncomfortable. But how does it feel to be at the mercy of someone who thinks a random text is more important than your life? Someone who takes their eyes off the road while speeding along in a 3-ton hunk of steel. Freaky, right? Well, why not just ask them to stop? Or better yet, volunteer to text for them. It might be.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
Let's say they try to heal a couple summers, so maybe.
Wait, school start. Fuck school up.
Yeah, this man. Welcome back to the Artist Exchange. Turn on the you turned it down. Oh no, you know what? I turned this down. That's what it was.
Is that what happened?
Get it together, then.
My mind is gone. So welcome back to the Artist Exchange Radio Show here, only on BeExposedRadio.com. When I say this month is packed, we have Larry Poncho Brown coming through. We got this young man, DC, Paul, he's out in New Orleans. He's one of the New Orleans ghettos. Really interesting artist, actor. He does a lot of different things as well. We have Mr. Mike Davenport. He's a Coppernight, but he's turned being a 9-to-5er into being a college student, being into now he just said, I'm gonna make a bag one day. And he made a gym bag. And he just did it. He said, you know what, I'm gonna make a vest. And he made a vest. He started a line of ties. He said, you know, I'm gonna make a tie. He just, and literally, in knowing him from Coppin, he said, I'm gonna do this. And he went to the store and got fabric and researched a pattern and did it. You know, right now he's making a bomber coat. Like,
that's what's up.
He just, and it's not even, he's not even thinking about mass producing at this point. It's just, I want to do this, so this is what I'm gonna do. So, right, so he's coming on, and we have a couple people. I've started reaching out as far as I can reach out. So we have a young man from, lived in Florida, but he was born in England, and he moved to Florida, and he's back in England. So he'll be calling in next week. Cool. And he sounds like Bob Marley. So he does a little singing, a little rapping.
Oh, I definitely got to call in.
And he has a really cool spirit. Shout out to Instagram for just being able to connect people.
He's calling. So you have to come and sit in on the interview.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Or you can watch it, because he'll be Skyping in.
Yeah, Skype.
And you'll see the video of it. But
Did
he'll.
we tell you we were adding that to our thing? Oh.
But you gotta just keep it, because, you know, people, just keep it secret. Keep it secret. Just put it out order. You know, hood people, you can't just show every hood person everything.
Do they see this? Can anyone see
Yeah, they can see it. They're watching you now. They're watching you.
Oh, my
You want to
God.
see it? They're crazy. They can see you. They can see you, sir. They can see you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, they can't really. There's a camera that's on me, but unless he puts me up there, no one sees me.
We gotta ease the population onto Alma. We gotta ease the.
I thought I was bad.
Can't hear. So welcome back. Comedian Amp P is in the building with us. And he's really showing us a really different side of who he is. Sometimes it's not all about jokes. He got a plan. He got to feed about 18 children. He got Bay over here, you know. So they
find actually funny. The funniest people are probably the most focused, serious people, because they're like, haha, no, for real. Like you're
telling these jokes for a reason.
I'm always serious. I'm not telling jokes. I just say it in a way that hits you funny, but I'm very serious all the time.
How do you, without telling, it's like a secret, you ain't gonna say nothing, but as far as your material, because I've realized comedians put stuff out like regular artists do, like musicians do. Oh, yeah. So they have their material and then they tour with it, and then they come back and they create.
They put out their little CD or album.
Is that your routine, or is just a fresh show every time?
Well, being a comedian, you have to keep, working on your old material, revamping it, making it funny for different crowds, because you want to be able to, present that material the same way I presented that rap. How I just came off the head with it. That's how you want your material. Okay. So, yeah, you just keep revamping it, and then you add on to it. That's how you build material. You know what I mean? So you just add on to the old material and just keep it going.
I spend a lot of time listening to comedians on my Pandora. I have a Jim Gaffigan radio, and then I have a Hannibal Buress radio, which sometimes overlap, but they're very different comics. So I get very different lists of comics who come on it. And one of the things I've noticed is that I'll hear the same joke, but like there's one or two words that are different. And I'm like, oh, but it still works because I still laugh.
Exactly.
But I'm like, I understand. Oh, this is a live crowd, or oh, this is a bar crowd. So they're changing it up so that it right. And like I am beginning to appreciate and understand the craft a little bit more, having that.
Right. You definitely don't want to walk into, a bar lounge or a show doing exactly new material. You want to open them up with something old, and then gradually throw in the new material. There you go. Gradually, I'm learning this. Gradually throw in new material, see what works.
Were you overworking yourself in the beginning, trying to be fresh every single time?
Yes. And I was actually about to give up on it. It got to me, and my fiance can tell you.
Was it more writer's block than?
It was more of why nothing is working.
Yeah.
Let me try to write something else. Let me try, instead of just focusing on that. And, rewriting it and just, like you said, working it, revamping it. Just keep coming with it.
So you are you the comic that sit down and write out
of course
their material?
Yes, I write it in my phone because I don't rely on phone. I go home, I got a notebook. I write it down in the notebook. I got sections of just jokes I'm working on. Then I got sets.
Are you the in a mirror performer?
Yes, gotta be. Most of my laughs comes off of my expressions. When you look at me, you like, oh.
He's silly.
Then when you see me come out on stage, I don't want to give that away. I love the element of surprise. So you never know what I'm going to come out in.
So beyond the writing aspect of it, how are you evolving as a comic to, take yourself out of your box?
Oh man, it's wonderful feeling right now because I'm starting to, be more.
Say it again. It's wonderful what?
It's a wonderful feeling. I had that experience New Year's Eve, and I killed the crowd. I'm starting to be more of myself now than just acting. I'm starting to become, once I get on that stage, you can.
Because that's the difference, and that's the difference. And I'm sorry,
I'm getting more comfortable, should I say?
What we call them, Lord have mercy plays, or
stage plays.
Stage plays, right? Stage plays versus the. What we saw down at Center Stage. And Center Stage isn't the end all be all to it.
Stage plays and a theatrical production.
Right. And it really is a difference because it's the difference between trying to be funny and because they were not comics on stage.
Exactly.
It was all in their delivery because what they were saying, you could do the same lines and they not be funny.
Exactly.
But it's all in delivery. You notice they were talking very fast.
So, not to interrupt, but speaking of delivery in comics, Twiz says he has a joke.
Oh, Twiz.
He can't get in, so I'm speaking on his behalf. And this is for Aunt P. So,
you ready, Aunt P?
Yeah.
Knock knock.
Who's there?
Condoms.
Motherfucker. Condom who?
And that's the joke, ladies and gentlemen. That's the joke. That's pretty much it.
I got 12 baby mamas. What you expect?
This is the first thing he said to me when I did the interview. 12 baby mamas, 6 children. And then he real serious about it. So we done. We maybe a twin or two. She said, okay. I got you. She said, no.
Vicarious living is good. I'm good.
I'll buy you some fish in the springtime.
Nobody in my bed peeing on my pillow.
That's a good one.
Unless it's you. I don't know what you guys into.
No golden showers here. No.
You have to expand your mind. It's 2017. Anything is possible.
No golden showers. No more locked doors. No.
Pineapples. What?
That was a good one, Twiz. I like that. That was a good one. Let me tell you about See, Twiz is funny as shit.
He is on the sneak tip though. You're not expecting it.
Let me tell you something. Look, so my girl bought these jeans, man. What kind of jeans were they?
High-waisted jeans.
High-waisted jeans.
For you?
Oh yeah, I love it. She's showing everything. I love that.
Oh no, okay. They were her. Okay.
So.
Woo!
What the hell, Nate?
Because you got it's all in your delivery. I'm telling you.
I'm
you
sorry then. For her.
Right. You guys. What word you got to include? Right.
So she came to the show and she was ordering drinks. I went over to Twiz and I said, "Hey, what's up, bro? We gonna kill this tonight. We gotta represent Pipeline." He said, "Yeah, I know, man, but look at that girl. Her ass fat as shit." I said, "Where, man? Where?" He pointed. It was my woman. I said, "Oh yeah, she is fat as shit. That's my girl, man." Oh, man. It's like, oh, God, I'm sorry.
He be giving you sneak attacks, though. You be like, did this nigga just Joan on me, bro?
Hey, yo, it was cool, though, because I like that. Right. I like when my woman get attention and it's not on me. I mean, I feel like I'm the man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's right.
I love when she gets the attention, man.
For clarity, Aunt P does not have high-waisted jeans.
Yeah, no high-waisted jeans for me
anymore. He stopped doing that.
No, I didn't wear high-waisted jeans when I was stripping. I wore Diapers.
You wear diapers?
Yeah, I would come out in diapers and Timberlands.
Like who? What crowd was this? Like what? Because that didn't sound like a Choices crowd to
Yeah,
me.
that was Choices.
Okay, all right.
Diapers.
Diapers.
You know what? Let me stop, y'all. I never stripped. I was just joking.
Because people are looking.
Yeah, people are looking. They
People
like,
looking.
oh, Little Thunder, eh?
He is so foolish. Little Thunder.
Little Thunder, huh? The
That's
first
like a
handicapped
great
stripper.
stripper name. I'm like, that's a perfect.
Little Thunder.
I love it.
Get it, bitch.
Everybody can be hashtagging Little Thunder. That's your name now, Little Thunder. But and you now realizing that your possibilities are endless in what you can do.
Yes.
How has that motivated you to now? Because when that happens, you actually have to slow down because you find yourself, oh, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. How have you now begin to itemize what it is that you want to do? Because you have all these possibilities. Oh, she tells you.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, she said sit down.
What do you say?
This is a
What do you
man
say?
who understands the value of
You
his
don't have to do everything. Just remain humble. Figure out what it is you really want to do. And things that you just really don't want to do. Like you said, you have to have your nose.
So you the manager at this point.
I wanted to be. That's my ground right there. That's what keeps me grounded.
I'm dead serious, like,
Yeah.
cause managers are not saying things like that. They letting you, oh, okay, you want to fly a kite? Go ahead. Let me get you this table so you can jump this table if that's what you really want to do. Because they looking at, I gotta keep this person happy, but they not realizing I need to keep this person grounded.
Yeah, there's a difference between being a manager and being a leader. And if you're going to lead an individual in their career, you have to tell them, no, that's not a good idea.
Exactly.
If you are listening and would like to, please call in. It's 410-702-5657. Or if you're shy or you have a weird voice, you can text in at 443-642-9403.
No, we want you to call in.
I'm going to make fun of you. Just a little bit, though. It won't hurt. It'll feel
Call in. Don't be scared. I'm not. I can't see you. You can see
and
me.
fuzzy.
So, and we talk a lot about building teams on this show. So we have a manager.
Mm-hmm.
We haven't officially put it on the roster yet, but it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. Get your 10%. Get your 10%. But
ain't that right, Anime? Ain't that right?
You better be quiet before you be wearing the high-waisted jeans by the time you get home. But how do you focus on building your team? Because there now are things that you need.
Yeah.
You know, as far as PR and promotion, and how are you now looking into building a team? You may not be ready for it at this second, but how are you looking into the things that you need?
Like I told you before, you know, just be genuine with me.
Mm-hmm.
Just be straight up. Let me know.
Right.
You know?
No promises.
Like,
no.
I have a team. Pipeline Show. That's my team.
Right.
You know, DJ Twiz, Mecca. That's
She
my
the hype
team.
girl. That's
Yes,
the hype girl.
That's my team. Like I can genuinely trust these guys to steer me in the right direction.
How did you get to Pipeline? Was Pipeline your first radio show?
Yes. Actually, I got the Pipeline from DJ Twiz, and before DJ Twiz talked to Mecca, 3 people that already came to Mecca, like, you need to get this guy on the show, because they was at maybe What's So Funny Wednesdays, or seeing me on, you know, going live on Facebook from, you know, What's So Funny Wednesday. So 3 people already talked to Mecca, like, you need to get comedian AP as the co-host. Because they had just lost, you know, not lost, well, Flatbush Q, shout out to Flatbush Q. He had another job opportunity in New Jersey. So they wanted somebody to fill that spot. And they wanted something, you know, different on the show. So they figured I would be the right piece to the puzzle, and so far it's been good. And I want to thank.
Did you think radio was something you were doing?
No, I didn't think I had a radio personality, but I see I do. You know?
That's because we were looking at that box character that we saw.
Yeah.
But radio has exploded in a way that if you have a voice, you have an opportunity.
Yeah.
And the opportunity then grows depending on what you put into it. So everybody has a place for it. It's just you got to be able to tell your story and not be afraid to share who you are with people. And looking long term in radio, where do you want to take it? Or how do you want to use the platform? I'll say that I don't want you to, you know, think you're about to jump ship.
Yeah.
But how do you want to use this platform that you have?
I want to bring out more artists that are hungry like me, man. I want to use that platform for underground artists who are hungry and not just doing it because they want, the city just to know them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing it just for the city to know me. I'm doing it because I want to be great at it.
What is your definition of success? When, in your mind, what does your world look like, and you can say, I have been successful
that's easy.
From this point forward? It's just
That's easy. Watching all my kids graduate from college and not had to struggle like I did.
Can you add another person on that? Because Sally may be like chasing you down. I'm just saying,
that's successful.
I'll keep the lint off your shoulder. I do that. Sally Mae is a lot. She be she a little
that's really
disrespectful.
That's really the drive and ambition that comes with AMP, comedian AMP, because that's what I want. This is not for me. I keep telling you guys that. This is for the kids.
All right, so we're going to talk some more with comedian AMP when we come back from this break. Thank you so much for being with us. This is the Artist Exchange Radio Show on I almost said BXR. Jesus.
We're hot BXR.
We are hot
say it.
BXR. That's who we are. We'll be right back.
Damn. That was good.
When you were a little kid and you thought about what you wanted to be, teaching was at the top of your list. But things changed. And as you got older, teaching didn't seem like the best option anymore. So you're thinking you'll be something else. But what would your 12-year-old self say? Now you want to be a doctor. You don't think teachers save lives? 25 at a time. An actress? Try playing a different role every time the bell rings. How about a scientist? Ever heard of physics? Chemistry? Who do you think teaches that? Teachers today are breaking down obstacles, finding innovative ways to instill old lessons, and taking learning far beyond the four walls of the classroom. It's time to recognize that great things are happening in teaching and put it back on your list. Don't try to convince yourself otherwise. You had it right the first time.
Find out how you can make more at teach.org. Make more. Teach. Brought to you by Teach and the Ad Council.
Driving has a rhythm all its own. Don't wreck it with a text. Before you get behind the wheel, silence your phone. Or better yet, designate a texter. For more text-free driving tips, visit stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
This message is for all of you sitting in the passenger seat. And apologies if it gets a little uncomfortable. But how does it feel to be at the mercy of someone who thinks a random text is more important than your life? Someone who takes their eyes off the road while speeding along in a 3-ton hunk of steel. Freaky, right? Well, why not just ask them to stop? Or better yet, volunteer to text for them. It might be a little awkward, but believe me, you'll live.
Learn more at stoptextstoprex.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
We're rewarding you for something you already do, listening to us. It's radio loyalty, and it's an easy way for you to get free stuff. All you do is sign up. Go ahead and click the banner now. You'll earn points as you listen. Points you can trade in for great products and services in the Radio Loyalty store. You can earn even more points when you share your favorite station with friends on Facebook and Twitter. Radio Loyalty. It's free to sign up, so click the banner to join now.
So, Jacqueline.
Yes, Mom?
I wanted to talk to you about something, and... Oh, wait. Hold on. I just got a text. Oh, there's another one. Wow. Busy me. So, anyway...
Oh, wait, Mom. I just got a message. My friends keep commenting on my comment. Oh, there's another one. So many comments on my comment.
Oh, I can't wait to watch TV tonight. Playoffs!
Hey, guys, check out my new video game. Pew, pew. Wait, Mom, what? Huh?
What? Hold
What'd
on.
you say? Wait a second, what?
This weekend, unplug. Take your family to the forest. There's nothing in the world like experiencing nature firsthand. Trees, paths, bluebirds, streams. Getting closer to nature can get you closer to your family. To find the forest nearest you, go to discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Free stuff for you just for listening to this station. Yo, we got your attention? Here's how it works. You click on the Radio Loyalty banner right now and sign up. Then you keep on listening like you already do. But now you earn points. Those points add up, and you can trade them in for cool stuff in the Radio Loyalty store. Earn more points by sharing your station with friends on Facebook and Twitter, answering surveys, and by using the apps in the New Players App Store. Pretty simple. Free stuff just for doing what you already do. Radio Loyalty. Click the banner to join now.
You are listening to BeExposedRadio.com.
And then there are those who are able to push past just being a character and to actually move into that lead role that I'm. Oh, can you not hear me? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you could hear me. There are those who can do that. So take Queen Latifah. I mean, she is a rapper.
She's great. Yeah.
Right, and she's fucking great.
Great at acting. Yes.
Oh,
yes.
she's so good.
Will Smith.
Right. So once you decide what it is you want that part of your career to look like, then okay, how am I going to be able to get there? And character acting for comedians tends, because you get the opportunity to just stretch yourself and do anything. Right. So then when it comes time to, this character is very much just this little pillar here. And that's how Jamie Foxx did it. I mean, he went for me when he did Collateral Damage. That was when they cast him. He was like, "Look, I really want to put you in this movie, but I need to know you can take that Jamie Foxx stuff and leave it over there." He said, "I can do it.
That Dream Girls,
that Dream Girls, that all of that. I need all of these. So from after Collateral Damage, it was like, oh snap, that wasn't Jamie Foxx. That was he played a character. Yeah. He was a different person." And then he's been able to now he can do what he wants.
Anything he wants.
He can be Jamie if he wants, or he can be a character if he wants.
And you have control over that right now. You have control over that. And I'd say take control of it so you don't get stuck being funny Aunt P all the time. Because then people don't see you. Monique did the same thing. Like you have to be able to choose. And Denzel has done that with his career. He's been able to choose what he has to do. And sometimes they choose blockbusters.
Pigeonholed Tyler Perry. He cannot not wear that dress.
Yeah.
Because once his sales start to dip, once the money, they're like, oh no, we're gonna need you to go ahead and bring Medea out so that we can bring the money back.
I noticed that with that superhero thing he did. Yeah.
And that was his way of trying to ease out of it. Yeah. So he's just the voice and not the, But you have options. Take the options and just weigh them. You have an awesome manager that's going to tell you look stupid. Or you're not. I hope she said it just like that, because sometimes it got to be.
That's what managers do. You're stupid, guys.
Right. Got to be that fervor has to be behind it. Because sometimes we make decisions as artists that, no, you don't look good in this. No. And having people that are going to say that because they're looking at what you want, what your goals are, and that doesn't necessarily match up. And welcome. We got a caller. Hello.
Hey, how you doing? Hello. How are you?
I'm doing great. Who we got on the line?
This is Tamika.
Hey, Tamika.
Hi, Tamika.
Hey, I want to say welcome back. This is one of my favorite shows. I love to listen to. Welcome back, you guys.
Thank you.
Oh, this is Tamika from It Is What It Is radio show. That show comes on Friday nights, late night.
Hi, Tamika.
Thank you.
Hey, Big Mama Alma. Hey.
Hey, girl.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, shit.
She up in the Style Lounge, her boutique.
Yes.
Probably chilling.
Yes.
I was saying in the background. That's a show. Now that's a store I want to go to where there's smart conversation happening on the radio. Oh,
she sounds so sophisticated.
She park ice too. She park ice all day long. She's sophisticated, but she park
Y'all
ice.
so crazy.
Stop playing with me, darling.
I love it. Hey, I had a question for you. What do you find for your guests? What do you find to be one of your biggest challenges in what you're trying to do today amongst your peers?
What is one of my biggest trials?
One of your biggest challenges.
One of my biggest challenges?
Amongst his peers?
Yeah.
Amongst my peers.
You mean how he relates to them?
I know that sometimes when we are trying to do things in life and especially positive, and it's something a little different off the grid instead of getting up working at everyday 9 to 5. You know what I mean? Sometimes our peers, our family, people that we don't know how they feel about us, the support is not really there 100% like we think it should be, being as though we are trying to do something different. So what's some of the things that you try to do to try to curb from being, disappointed, by that?
I stopped caring about that.
Okay.
Honestly, my family, they support me, but they support me in a different way.
Okay.
They don't necessarily, I don't look for those guys to come to every show, but if you can, then you can. I noticed since I traveled this road or stayed in this lane, God has removed certain individuals out of my life too.
Amen. Amen.
Oh, absolutely.
So I'd rather let God work and me not just, saying, oh, you're not going to come to my show, I'm going to leave you alone. I let God weed them out. And so far, he's been doing a good job.
That's awesome. That's awesome. And I think a lot of us, definitely need to hear that. And I appreciate your answer. And good luck to you in all your endeavors and everything. And Made in Armor, 2017, we all shoot for that #1 spot. So let's get it.
Yes.
And that's Tamika from It Is What It Is radio show. They come back on Friday the 13th at 9 p.m. Following the Artist Exchange.
Friday 13th.
Yeah, it's a little spooky. But thank you again, Tamika.
No problem, you guys. Talk to you later.
Okay.
All right. Bye,
Tamika. Bye.
So, real quick, just summing up the conversation. Really focus on the things that you want, the people you want around you. And this is everybody listening, not just MP or not just me, because I talk over myself too. But really focus on the things in life that you want and the things in life that you really see fit. To put in your circle. Don't put things in that is just filler.
Yeah.
The older you get, the more you realize the filler is energy drainers.
Yes.
You don't need that in your life.
Taking more from you.
So I'm gonna ask you, give out your social media where people can send those checks and those donations and those.
Well, if you guys want to, I'm doing bookings at aponder81gmail.com. You also can, reach me at Twitter and IG at ComedianMP. Should I get out on my Facebook? My Facebook is Antoine Ponder. That's my government. God damn, is child support listening?
We talked about money. They ain't sent no check yet.
Right.
They ain't sent no
We
check.
got nothing yet.
Yeah, and tune in. Tune in every Thursday night, 7 to 9 p.m. Pipeline Radio on Fire, man.
There we go. So I'm gonna close out every show. There's this awesome message board that I got last year for Christmas, and it really helped me get through last year. It says, January the 7th, I have learned to be content with whatever the circumstance. Philippians 4, verse 11. People who are God's without reservation have learned to be content, whatever the circumstances. His will becomes their will, and their desire to do for him whatever he desires them to do. They strip themselves of everything, and in their nakedness find everything restored 100-fold. So definitely,
wow, that's powerful.
Humble yourself.
Yes.
Be a vessel.
Yep.
If you give, you'll always have.
Always.
Every single time. You just focus on the person to the left of you, to the right of you, and if everybody does that, we'll all be good.
Yep.
This has been the first show of the year on the Artist Exchange Radio Show on Be Exposed with comedian Aunt P and Bay over in the corner.
And Bay.
Special shout out to my co-host Big Mama Alma.
Hello.
And our phenomenal engineer.
Boom, boom, boom.
TC Falcone.
Hey, TC.
Wow. When you ask for things, you get them. And you got to actively go out and pursue them. So, again, don't forget, today is going to be action-packed. I don't know what it looks like outside.
Nope,
so,
we got the windows covered.
Right. We don't even want to see that foolishness. Right.
Hey, I want to thank you guys also for having me on here, man.
Anytime,
This has been a
anytime.
pleasure.
Please come back.
Come
I
back.
will, man. Anytime, man.
With
Anytime.
jokes, of course.
Oh man, you want me to do a whole segment of jokes?
Yeah, we got you. We do live readings. We can do stand up in here. We are flexible.
Remember
sir.
that you asked for it.
You agreed to it. You remember that. Management, get that on tape. But we definitely want to bring you back next month when we do our next live reading. So definitely stay tuned. 5 o'clock, you got Charm City Direct with E. Digger and his crew. And then at 9 o'clock, you got Bianca's Playhouse. Lord.
That sounds freaky.
Watch it, you'll see. And then we'll be back on January the 13th.
She's so serious. No, no pee pillows.
So on January the 13th, we'll have actor DC Paul, and we'll have a young actress, Miss Tina Jetter, joining us. So again, that's been an Artist Exchange Radio Show. Real artists, real talk, real live, only on BeExposedRadio.com. Pew, 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 pew.
Only in the forest can you see this. And this. And this. But nothing beats the moment you see that.
Cool!
That's your child's eyes opening up to a world of possibilities.
I didn't know it could do that!
Because one trip to the forest can spark a world of difference.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go, like hiking, canoeing, fishing, or camping. Or create your own adventure with family and friends, and you might just see this. Your moment's out there. Find it at discovertheforest.org. That's discovertheforest.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Steven.
Who said that?
Me, down here.
What are you, a yellow booger?
I'm a banana slug, Steven.
Well, what are you doing in my room?
I'm your sense of adventure. Don't you remember me? Don't you know that we miss you?
Miss me? Who misses me?
You know, all your friends in the forest. The trees, the pond, that little fort that you made out of branches. We all miss you.
Mom took me to the forest last year.
I'm a slug, Steven. It took me a long time to get here.
Oh, I guess that makes sense.
This forest is not that far away. Have an adventure today. I'm sure your mom would take you.
You're right. I should get out. I want to have fun. Play in puddles, catch frogs, and climb trees. Hey, Mom!
Yeah, hon? Steven, what is that in your hand?
It's my sense of adventure, Mom. It's telling me we need to get out of the house and have some fun in nature today. Come to the forest where the more adventurous you lives. Check out discovertheforest.org for cool places nearby. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service
and this. And this. But nothing beats the moment you see that.
Cool!
That's your child's eyes opening up to a world of possibilities.
I didn't know it could do that!
Because one trip to the forest can spark a world of difference.
There are some moments only the forest can inspire. Find yours at discovertheforest.org. Learn about forests near you and discover cool things to do when you go, like hiking, canoeing, fishing, or camping. Or create your own adventure with family and friends, and you might just see this. Your moment's out there. Find it at discovertheforest.org. That's discovertheforest.org.
Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Steven.
Who said that?
Me, down here.
What are you, a yellow booger?
I'm a banana slug, Steven.
Well, what are you doing in my room?
I'm your sense of adventure. Don't you remember me? Don't you know that we miss you?
Miss me? Who misses me?
You know, all your friends in the forest. The trees, the pond, that little fort that you made out of branches. We all miss you.
Mom took me to the forest last year.
I'm a slug, Steven. It took me a long time to get here.
Oh, I guess that makes sense.
This forest is not that far away. Have an adventure today. I'm sure your mom would take you.
You're right. I should get out. I want to have fun. Play in puddles, catch frogs, and climb trees. Hey, Mom!
Yeah, hon? Steven, what What is that in your hand?
It's my sense of adventure, Mom. It's telling me we need to get out of the house and have some fun in nature today. Come to the forest where the more adventurous you lives. Check out discovertheforest.org.
So just
for cool
type the job
places nearby.
website address
Brought to
here.
you by the U.S. Forest Service.
That's it. Then you enter what job you're looking for there.
Electrician.
This is Peter. Recently, he got help going on the internet for the first time to look for a new job.
Okay, then you just hit search and...
In the past, Peter's gotten work through people he knew, but he heard there were more jobs online.
There we go.
These are all for me?
Uh-huh.
Really?
He had no idea just how many.
I can't believe it. This one looks good.
Peter is thinking the internet might be for him after all.
And this is just one website.
Wow. Why didn't I do this sooner?
See what the internet can help you do at everyoneon.org or call 1-855-387-9166 to find a free training class near you. Brought to you by Connect to Compete and the Ad Council.
We're rewarding you for something you already do, listening to us. It's radio loyalty, and it's an easy way for you to get free stuff. All you do is sign up. Go ahead and click the banner now. You'll earn points as you listen. Points you can trade in for great products and services in the Radio Loyalty store. You can earn even more points when you share your favorite station with friends on Facebook and Twitter. Radio Loyalty. It's free to sign up, so click the banner to join now.
Hi, I'm LeVar Burton, and I'm proud